The Software of Human Consciousness by Rob James. Human beings are much like computers in many ways. In fact, we created the computer in our own image. It is a machine that duplicates our own intellectual functions and can be programmed to calculate, organize, tabulate, compile information, create communications, etc. The power of a computer is expressed in the software application. A skillful software writer can write a program to do just about anything the mind can imagine. Bill Gates and his company Microsoft have made many untold fortunes and generated major changes around the world on a mind-boggling level by writing effective and much-needed software programs. In fact, one could argue that they have forever changed the world radically with this software. Let's explore something. If a human being could write good software for their own consciousness, their mind and emotions, and install and operate the software in themselves at will, what would human potential be? In a scene in the movie The Matrix, the hero Neo is downloaded with several martial arts programs in a matter of minutes. He is capable of fighting like a real kung fu master after a brief programming session. Could such a thing be possible? Some would say whatever the mind can conceive and believe is possible. Others would never believe in such possibilities. If a person knows how human consciousness operates, and they can deliberately manage their own software, beliefs, emotions, attitudes, identities, there seems to be no limit as to what they can accomplish. We can look back through the corridors of time and realize that human potential is always evolving. Medicine, weapons, communication, science, technology, athletics, as well as society in general, all have evolved radically over just the last half-century. If we were able to deliberate this evolution in a very systematic and strategic way, all problems on this planet could be solved in a matter of a few short years. Recently, a strategy has evolved that can do exactly what we have explored in this article: radically accelerate human evolution. The first step in unfolding this strategy was to discover the fundamental operating state of human consciousness, pure awareness. This undefined state is the platform from which human consciousness can be programmed. Creating a simple way to access this silent state, transcending the mind and emotions, and to operate as awareness was groundbreaking in itself, as it was to master what yogis, sages, and masters throughout the ages have said was the most difficult undertaking a human being could ever undertake. Traditionally, it took people superhuman effort for years to attain. Now, because of a new set of tools, it is simple and quickly attainable. The next step was to understand that consciousness is created by the beliefs we hold. Most are indoctrinated, picked up from the people around us. Most of these are limiting. Some of these limiting beliefs are what we define ourselves by: assumptions and identities. The majority of our beliefs are unconscious, and unless a person can easily access the pure awareness state, they cannot access the fundamental beliefs that they create their reality with. we must be able to discover our most fundamental software and know how to shift it at will to truly manage our lives deliberately. Until recently, only fragmented aspects of managing consciousness were available knowledge. There was no complete and effective strategy to do so. We are talking about new territory here. We are talking about way beyond psychology, affirmations, visualization, current self-programming, or self-help strategies. We are actually talking about operating from the territory of the human soul without the necessity of all the spiritual or religious implications. Once we attain this self-referral state, we begin to realize that operating from our most fundamental state, awareness without definition, is a very practical thing to do. In fact, we realize from that space, we can create anything we decide to believe. We can even define and or redefine ourselves any way we choose. If all this takes you out on a limb, just imagine being able to be the software writer for your own mind and emotions. Imagine being able to define your life as you intuitively decide to. Now quit imagining and come explore the most amazing human potential strategy on earth and begin living your ideal life at will. The self-discovery life mastery process is the most evolutionary and revolutionary strategy currently available to rapidly accelerate the self-mastery process.